Can you put your phone down? What are you doing? Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Soap Opera Review. I'm Farrah. And you are?
Wait, you gotta start over. I didn't know I was gonna actually introduce myself like that. Ooh, I wasn't ready. Too much of my forehead is out. I wasn't prepared for this.
Are you done? Hello, everybody. This is the Soap Opera Review. I'm Farrah.
I'm Kara.
And today we have some special spoilers for you guys, especially the Young and the Restless fans. Now, the week of February 24th is already up on the website, but we have some additional spoilers for that week. Also, some spoilers for March 2nd. So you're going to get it here first.
All right, let's go.
That's right. So let's start with the Young and the Restless. So, additional spoilers for the week of February 24th. Mariah calls Tessa, but Tanner answers and relays she's in the shower. When Tessa and Mariah finally reconnect, Mariah questions Tessa as to whether or not she's sleeping with Tanner. We knew that was coming, right?
Okay.
Tessa is stunned and hangs up on Mariah, and we knew that was coming. Devon receives an encoded text from an unrecognized number and alerts Chance, who pulls Kevin into help solve the mystery of what the numbers mean. Kevin breaks through firewalls and discovers it's an account number for an offshore bank account in... Whose name do you think? In Devon's name, containing all of his money. That's right, all of his money. A follow-up text from Colin is apologetic, which makes Devon think there is more to this than meets the eye.
I mean, obviously.
So, but this hints that finally Devon is going to get his money back.
I'm so tired of this Devon and this money. Like, at this point, I don't care. Be broke.
But everybody wanted him to get his money back. Well, he wasn't broke, but... Okay, so...
For all I care, I mean, because, like, this was crazy. You're going to give away all your money just because... Like, no.
Okay. Victor delivers an ultimatum. Jack makes a gesture to Ashley. Abby's cornered. Nikki makes an unexpected connection. So, for Young and the Restless, the week of March 2nd, Tessa makes a stunning discovery. All these stunning and unexpected discoveries.
At every turn.
Nick's challenged by Victor. Jack gets an unexpected visitor. Amanda and Billy take a look at their connection. And also, there's some casting news. So, Tracy Abbott returns home once again. Beth, I guess her name is Maitland, I think I'm pronouncing that right, is filming at The Young and the Restless. And Reed Hellstrom, visits Genoa City. And of course, he's going to come back to see his mom because she has been stabbed and is now in a medically induced coma. So, yeah. So that is for The Young and the Restless. Before we get into any further discussion, in case you guys just kind of want to see the spoilers, I'm going to go ahead and read The Bold and the Beautiful ones as well before we start talking about The Young and the Restless. So, additional things coming up for the week of the 24th for B&B. Wyatt asks Sally to move back in with him. Ridge and Steffi do the right thing, which I am quite sure is about Sally's designs or something, because I'm sure Katie is going to tell them that she's dying because she's been running around telling everybody the child is dying, even though she said she did not want anybody to know. Brooke tells Ridge if Thomas moves on with another woman besides Hope, they can reconcile. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, week of March 2nd. Wyatt strives to give Sally a life worth living for in her final weeks. Vinny lashes out at Thomas for using Douglas. And there is some casting notes here. Casting update. Ashley Jones returns to the Bold and Beautiful as Bridget Forrester to visit her family. Who cares?
For one episode. So they always do. So why?
And hers isn't meaningful either. You know, just like Reed comes in, of course, I'm glad to see that The Young and the Restless, it's not, you know, Victoria's in a coma and somebody's talking to Reed over the phone.
Yeah.
That's his mom. So even if you pulled him in for 1 or 2 episodes, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Noah came back for the gala. And, you know, there were some scenes today with Noah and Sharon. Again, that makes sense. Even though Sharon was like, I don't want you stopping your life to come back and be here, continue with your life in London. It makes sense. It's like, no, girl, you my mama. I'm going to come check on you. Even if I go back to London,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to come and check on you. Not all that. Certain situations, the phone call or mentioning somebody's name is not the same.
Yeah, that's not okay.
At all. But I'm going to give a hand to The Young and the Restless for today's episode because finally I feel like Y&R is starting to come back and be worthy of the juggernaut, you know, most watched #1 soap on daytime television.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think we're finally through whatever that writer was doing and we're starting to move on. I've seen a lot of people talking about the whole, I almost said Hillary, the whole Amanda and Victoria switch. And a lot of people was like, really, Victoria got stabbed instead of Amanda. He mistook her. And if you watched the episode, it was believable, guys. I know a lot of people on here is like, really, you mistook the white lady for the black lady.
Yeah.
But the way that it was done, he was upset. He was really mad. He turned around, so he did not see Amanda walk off. Then Kyle bumped into him, and the lights went down. So it was dark. And you got to see that really dark view. And yes, you know, Victoria is really, really skinny, but come on, guys. This is somebody who has a screw loose.
Yeah.
He's angry and upset. He's not paying attention to the little details. And let's face it, men don't pay attention to little details anyway.
No, not at all. But I agree with the way they went about shooting this scene. It wasn't like, really, that's what we're doing today? Like this,
right.
You
It wasn't like some B&B stuff. I have to say, I'm telling you, it was believable and it was well done. And the angles and the shots, well done. And I am, you know, Victor Newman had, you know, is back to Victor Newman.
Okay, about time.
Not that retirement type.
I was so tired of nice Victor, laid back guy, you know, watching my children do their thing. Like, no, I need some meddling. Because you could tell he wasn't happy with the way things were going. But are we going to have him do something about it? Like, Victor Newman carries The Young and the Restless. So to have him on the show, not being Victor Newman was like, what's the point?
Okay.
Why am I watching this?
Because it's either you root for Victor or you love to hate Victor.
Yeah.
It's like, it's one of the two.
He can do no wrong in my book.
I love Victor. I love Victor too. So what else?
I want to get to this point where, you know, Nick and Adam are back to going at it. I want to see Adam running Newman Enterprises again.
I bet you, and if you follow me on Twitter, if you follow the Soap Opera Review on Twitter, you would have saw me tweet out, because, okay, Victoria is in the hospital. She's in a medically induced coma. Somebody's going to have to run Newman Enterprises. I don't think Victor is going to, you know, going to want to just jump in. I think he's more concerned about Victoria. And so I think there is probably going to be a lot of friction because either Victor is going to ask Adam or Adam is going to offer up his services. Because, you know, before in the past, he's like, I don't want anything to do with Newman Enterprises. And now he started his own business kind of back up because he was, you know, bringing Dark Horse back slowly. So, but I think I think Adam is going to offer, and of course, I think Nick is going to be pissy about it.
Right, and it'll be like, oh, I didn't want to do it, but I don't want you to do it, and I'm tired of that mentality about him. Can we have?
They hate on Adam all the time. I'm so surprised that they did not make this situation Adam's fault, because everything is Adam's fault. Yeah. But when it happened, I knew that, you know, a lot of people on social media was going to be like, it's Amanda's fault. I knew it was going to come, but it is what it is.
I'm glad she's back. I'm glad Michelle's back on The Young and the Restless. I'm not necessarily happy with the writing right now or her storyline. I know we're going to get to a better point, I hope, with it. I don't like this Amanda and
Billy.
Yeah. She can do better. Like, even, and that was another reason why I wish, like, the writing was better. They were utilizing the characters they should have been utilizing in the right way. And that his name just left my mind. But the Kane character was still on The Young and the Restless with that original person who played Kane. And now he is another one of those actors that's, oh, I'm going to take off and do other things because the storyline is weak.
Really? You were feeling Kane though? But Kane was there, but he wasn't doing anything.
Because they didn't have him to do anything. I feel like he's an incredible actor. I feel like he had a good storyline. Michelle's coming back. Amanda is here. The fact that it was...
You know, what I wish they would have done was, for one, paid Michelle her money.
Period.
Right? For one. And so she still would have been Hillary. And what would have been better, rather than, since Kane and Lily broke up, actually, I thought what would have been better would have been then to pair Kane and Hillary.
Yeah.
For a little bit. Let some more friction build up between Kane and Devon, and stop having Devon to be like this one lopsided character that's always a goody-goody.
All the time. And,
you know, let him do some little sneaky stuff a little bit because he was mad about Kane and Hillary being together. Yeah. And then let the Havon reunion come back.
Yeah.
After that, you know?
Something. I don't know.
I don't know either. But I'm telling you, you haven't seen Friday's episode in its entirety. But I'm telling you, it looks like it's quite hopeful. That's why when I was like, okay, I'm hopeful. That guy that was messing Y&R all up is gone. And you knew it was going to take a while to flush out his leftover crap. And so I'm like, okay, we're probably finally getting somewhere. I'll tell you though, next thing I want to run down the Y&R couples. So get some takes and we'll start talking and chatting about the couples here. And I'm going to start with the one that is irking me the most. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, Abby and Chance.
I'm sorry. I'm sick of this.
Oh my God. That too, but it's really not there. The Abby and Chance, I don't think the two actors have any chemistry together. And oh my God, they call themselves had a couple of sex scenes. And it was so, it was so awkward.
Yeah, weak.
Very weak. And very forced. Like, no.
Yeah. Tried too hard. It's not there.
It's not. No. It's not. I wasn't even going to bring up Tessa and Mariah because I already know the writing is on the wall. The girl that plays Tessa is, she's off the regular contract, so I knew they were going to phase that out. And that was the whole point of the ex-husband showing up. That's this big rock star. So I wasn't even going to bring them up at all. Next couple I am going to bring up is Fick. Phyllis and Nick. Because remember, that's their name, Fick.
Is they're really fickle?
Yep.
On again, off again? Wishy-washy? I'm tired.
Yep. The fickle Fick. Just as soon as she does something, he's out of there. I don't even know why she wants him. But she laid a kiss on him. And of course, he didn't... He reciprocated. He sure didn't back up. And he told her about her big heart just before she planted the kiss on him. And then she comes and shows up, you know, on today's episode to the hospital and sits down beside him and puts her hand on his knee. And everybody is like, did this trick just walk in here? And she had a nerve, because remember now, Phyllis already blackmailed Chelsea into selling, you know, her stake in the Grand Phoenix. And she wants Abby's.
Yep.
But she just walked on in there like she was welcomed.
Well, when you that one, I guess she just...
She is that one. But this is my thing. This is my question and my problem with this. And I brought this up on one of the daily talks. Where is Phyllis getting the money from? That's what I want to know. I know she has 25% of the Grand Phoenix, but as per the writing, you remember like a couple of months ago, Abby was even worried about possibly having to close down the hotel because everything that had been going on, and they had took such a hit because people were canceling on them. They had weddings and stuff booked. Those things were being canceled. So where does she get this money to buy the shares? She didn't just completely blackmail Chelsea out of it with her walking away without cash. She's paying her for her stake in the hotel. And then on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, it was Thursday, that's when she offered to go ahead and buy Abby out if she couldn't stomach her as a partner. And she was like, I'll even pay you higher than market. Where is she getting money to pay her higher than market value for the hotel? And I understand the fact that she wants it because, to Phyllis's credit, it is her baby, right?
Yeah.
It is. She designed it. She didn't. And that daggone Abby just came in and tried to pretend like she did all that, and she did not. And she took credit for it though. And everybody was like, "Oh, good job." Really?
I wish they would write Abby better, us all the way around. Because way back when Adam told her, like, you have the skill set, you have the talent to do this. Why do you keep selling yourself short? Why do you keep letting people get into your head about what you can't do? And I don't
even like Abby is one of those characters that I wish they would actually let go to London or Paris, somewhere.
To never.
Because she's not. Yeah, she is not doing it for me. And they are like trying to force it with this chance thing. Nah. Blah. Blah. So I'm working kind of like, if you notice, from my least favorite to my more favorite couples. The next one I'm going to bring up is Skyle. How do you feel about Skyle reuniting?
I love this line. I love the storyline. Everything about it. It just, that Lola.
Right? I don't know why with the cola, there are some diehard cola fans, and let me bye boo boo. Yeah. The cola is fizzled.
He was never hers.
It's decarbonated, right?
I don't know. She should have seen this coming, and the fact that she's so distraught, like.
But you know what? No, she did kind of see it coming, and she was very hesitant. And no, she let that daggone Mariah talk her up into the fact that she's better for Kyle than Summer is. Kyle let Mariah get into his head by saying, because she's jealous with the snowflake, and let her, it was just doomed to fail. I saw the writing on the wall myself. But, I'm not any person who, if he really would have thought about it, Lola did not love him for him. And that's why I don't understand these cola fans. She does not love him for him. He has to be somebody else, somebody different around her.
Right.
He can't be his true self. And when he is, it's a problem. It's a problem.
Why are you spending so much?
Why are you spending so much? Why you bought this much on a purse? Why you do this? Why you want a house? I just want to stay in this little righty. Girl, he is the CEO of Jabot. He does not want to stay in that little rickety apartment above a coffee house.
I I don't get it. Every time he did something for her with thought behind it, regardless of what he spent on it.
It wasn't good enough.
It wasn't good enough. She had something to say about it, something negative always, or something that would be better, which was always something cheaper or simpler or better in her taste.
Mm-hmm.
And
really, they just really have never been on the same page. Mm-hmm. He has to make concessions to be with her. And so actually I like them better now than I have in the past. Mm-hmm. They used to annoy me, but not anymore.
Oh, I liked them before.
She liked them before. I didn't. And my confession is the reason why I didn't, it wasn't, they've always had chemistry to me together. But the girl who played Summer used to irk me with her acting. But I feel like she is just so much better now. Those are my thoughts. She's a much better actress now. So she vibes with him even more than before.
She does come off on screen now more confident in what she's doing.
A whole lot more confident.
I liked it the whole time. I don't care.
She's felt too much like a newbie. She's more seasoned now, which she should be. But yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm ready for it. Just this whole, like, they should never break up. They need to be one of those couples that are just in it for the long haul. Don't do anything to them.
Oh, you got to do stuff to them. But they need to stop. I don't want them to be, because he should have stayed married to her.
Yeah.
To start. But he hasn't even been married to Lola for a year. Right. And so now they're talking about a divorce. They need to take a page from out of the B&B's book and not get a divorce and get an annulment. Because really, you ain't been married long enough to get a divorce. But, I don't want them to then turn around and a year later flip it right back. No.
Like something can happen.
They can have something to have challenges, but let a couple kind of make it through the challenge. Kind of like the same way they did with Kane and Lily sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes they did divorce, but there were times when they just had challenges and she was like, get out of my house, but they weren't divorced.
Right.
And they, patched things up and didn't actually.
And even when they were divorced, it wasn't like they were just all over somebody else and in somebody else's bed all the time.
Except when they cheated.
Small detail.
Except when they cheated.
Small detail. I mean, I want them to be like the new and improved Nikki and Victor, where but that divorce and stuff, we don't got to do that. Like you said, just get out, come back, or like you said, something happens that he doesn't like. Now he's back where Lola is, or some new chick on the block that they decided.
Real quick, no. So now I'm wrapping it up with Chatham.
Finally. We're back to a good place. You know what? I want them to get a new house. I want them to get a new place to stay.
You know what I want them to do? And I've been thinking about this for a while. I mean, they only got one kid. They need another kid.
They do. They need a new house, new baby, fresh start. He needs to be running Newman Enterprises. Even if when Victoria comes back, there's going to be a place for her.
Come on now, though. Even when she recovers, if you recall, Adam has always been the moneymaker. Yeah. It has, other than Victor, nobody else can pull in the profits like Adam. Sorry. Adam gets in there, you lost your seat.
He's the only one that can run that company in that way, or in the same fashion as Victor Newman.
Yep.
Given his name. So, there's a place for you at Newman, always, but you're not the CEO. And not even a CFO, because you didn't do a good job at that either.
She didn't. And I don't even mind that he didn't have a ring. Because it was a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't plan on it. So if anybody commented was like, he didn't get a ring.
She gonna
the ring is coming.
Period.
She even said she didn't mind.
Why would you?
I wouldn't.
I know. I wouldn't have to ever get a ring. I got Adam Newman.
Okay, there you go.
Period.
That's it. So, I guess that'll wrap up for the Young and the Restless talk. And yeah, we will move right along to the Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah. Ooh. It is the same old, same old. It's I'm not seeing hope for the writing as like how I do with Y&R, but I must say, that being said, I must say I enjoyed Thursday and I enjoyed Friday. And people put it, what? Not because of this foolishness that Thomas is doing and everybody running around saying the same thing. It's just because it was hilarious. And it was hilarious because of how good the actors are on The Bold and the Beautiful. The faces that, you know, Steffi was making and the faces and the reaction that Quinn did, I'm like, they stole the show from me. They weren't even the focus. But you know they're really good at their craft because that's where my eyes and stuff went, was to Steffi and to Quinn.
Yeah.
That Quinn she literally gasped when he got down and proposed and was like, and then she put her it was like, is he really doing this? Because she knows, you know, everybody knows that Thomas is plotting at this point, but you know, Ridge. But he told Quinn really what his end game was. Shauna knows what his end game really is. Vinny knows what his end game really is. And if you watch my daily talk, I actually it's in the spoiler now for March 2nd, but I had already called it that I think Vinny might be the downfall this time and not Douglas. So for March the 2nd, it says, you know, Vinny lashes out at Thomas for using Douglas. And I think he's probably going to be like, enough is enough for using the little kid, your kid like that.
Yeah.
And playing with his emotions and his feelings.
If you can do it on your own, it's one thing. But
it's one thing. And I don't understand why they didn't even just write it like that. It's just Thomas is being too over the top for this to be like a scheme that you don't really know what his true intentions are about. It's too much. And at this point, it's kind of like, if Hopeless is stupid enough to fall for it again, let her fall for it. Whatever.
But good for little boy Douglas, his real name. Again, it's left my mind. He's lining his pockets. I'm glad he has a storyline, but I wish it was done in a different fashion because it's kind of at the point where it's like...
It's too much. And it's too much. It's because it's a little kid and it's too much.
Yeah. And
he'd already used him like that. And he's lost his mom. He's been through a lot. And you're his dad, and you continue to manipulate his feelings like that. That's why it's too much. He could have kept plotting. And even with Zoe, it's a soap opera. She's an adult. Yeah. Okay? It is different.
I'm rooting for Ridge or Steffi to get custody of Douglas, because this poor kid. Thomas.
I wanted Steffi to get custody of him. Yeah.
I'm still rooting for that.
Yeah. But I must say, at this point, they're already down this road. And that's why I was like, I think it would be better to actually have Thomas realize, because there's been some scenes. And he's even said to Quinn, I have feelings for Zoe. And then Quinn was like, but just more feelings for Hope. Yeah. I don't really think he has those kind of feelings for Hope. It's just, he's just so fixated on getting something that he said he wanted. So it's about the win, I think. Right. And we all know, you know, they've written him to where he's a little Lulu. And I hate it because I love Taylor's kids. So I hate what they've done to Thomas. But he's a wackadoo. He's a wackadoo right now.
There's time to change direction.
There is time to change direction, which is why it would be better if he actually, realizes he loves Zoe, but then she finds out that he's been using her. And I say let her then, because you know, Zoe can be a wackadoo too. And let her turn the tables on him. I say, because she already made him say he loves her. Because it's like, boy, you're proposing to me and you haven't said I love you. So she was like, that's the one thing I need. I need you to say that you love me.
Mm-hmm.
And he did it, though. He did it. So she said yes and had a nice ring. He was not cheap on that ring. Whatever happens, girl, don't give it back. But my thing is, okay, let her find out. I want them to actually let him marry Zoe. Let him marry Zoe. People are like, he shouldn't be playing with her feelings. He shouldn't. But then let her find out, girl, you a Forrester now. Get the money at that point. Point blank, period. Get the money.
Why not?
And let her take it to him. No prenup marriage right there. And then see, what stuff comes out.
Yikes.
I'm just saying, that's what I have to say about that one.
Well,
We still don't know what mysterious illness Sally is dying from. I guess it's one of those soap operas from the 80s illness. Back in the day illness. That's what it is.
I don't know. I just felt like could have done something better than her being
a
sick.
Whole lot better.
Root for her to fight for her life. But we already know she's going to be fine. Just stop.
But that's what they want. Are they really going to kill off Sally? So they want to, the same thing with Steffi not getting a man.
Mm-hmm.
The Bold and the Beautiful have been tweeting. Does it look like Hope is jealous? Do you want to see these two reunite? Talking about hashtag Steam. No, we don't. We don't see him in her living room anymore.
Ever.
Did you stop recording?
No.
So yeah, don't want to see any of that. Anything else for the Bold and the Beautiful? I mean, it's just so much of the same old.
Yeah.
You didn't miss anything. But I mean, if you want a few laughs, if you have my type of sense of humor, you laugh at Thursday and Fridays. Yeah. Today's episode.
I need them to refresh where the Young and the Restless, like what you said, with the bad writing, bringing on all these new characters, not really making them well-rounded.
They're not developed, yeah.
They need to bring in a couple new faces, trickle them in somehow for the Bold and the Beautiful to give some new characters, because this person's sleeping with
my God, the same people did this merry-go-round of the beds.
I'm glad there's a new love interest or somebody there to spike Ridge's interest.
They don't use her.
They need to.
And you know what? I think they're probably going to have her written off. That's what they do. And instead of using her, so we didn't have to listen to the same old, nope, back burner. All we see is Hopeless, like every day. And they haven't learned yet that their ratings are going down with the Hopeless show.
I can't. I'm sorry.
The Hoe and the Holing. Hashtag Brokeback Brooke.
Yeah.
Bye. I understand Brooke isn't going anywhere, but no.
Like, can we give Ridge somebody new and drive Brooke to drink and she just be a mess and not useful to anybody? Like, for a while, and not be about her. I didn't want to see that about, Brooke needs to stop drinking. Like, no, let her drink in the background.
In the corner.
Yeah.
By herself, in the dark.
It's not like on The Young and the Restless and everyone was rooting for Nikki. Keep drinking, Brooke.
Okay. Because who she thinks she is, I don't know. She thinks she's Stephanie 2.0 or whatever.
How dare
this thing the writers are doing with her, she is nobody's matriarch.
No.
You can't turn a hoe into the matriarch. Her back is broken. Broke back Brooke is not a matriarch.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nope.
And that's just our thoughts, people. Their characters. The real life lady, she seems really nice.
She does. And she does lots of work. Unlike Brooke, she only works on her back. That's why it's broken. But We might as well call it a wrap because we were talking about Bold and Beautiful, and it'll be a stretch to try to talk about anything else other than we've said. So thanks for watching. And if you want to see more of our faces and more of our commentary, do not forget to click that subscribe button and thumbs up so that YouTube knows this is a video for everybody who likes to tune into the CBS soaps. And thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye.